Ladies, I'd like to remind you that this is a contract signing, not a match. You'll get your chance on Sunday. Please, let's maintain our decorum. As I said, you have agreed to the match and to the rules in principle. Now is time to affix your signatures. Angelina? We will start with you. If you'll affix your signature there, please don't worry. Everything will be fine. Saeed, please keep control. Angelina Love is signed, and now, as the manager of record for Awesome Kong, Raisha Saeed, if you would affix your signature here, please. This will make it official. Very good. Signed, sealed, and delivered. This is the prize. The TNA Knockout Championship that will be on the line this Sunday. And ladies, if you have any final words before this Sunday's match, I'd like to hear them now.
I actually would like to say something, Mr. Cornette.
Go ahead, Angelina. I figured you would.
Kong, I know we've had our differences in the past, but I think that we should just put it all behind us. Yeah. I know that I've done some really terrible, really despicable things, but I want you to know that I am truly sorry. I really am. And I think at Sacrifice, we should just go out there and just tear the house down. You know, have a really awesome match. Two really strong competitors fighting for the most coveted title in women's wrestling today, the TNA Knockout Championship, which is mine, all mine. And then after the match, I am going to treat you to a real makeover, because I'm nice like that. I am. And first thing, we'll get rid of those big rope things you got growing out of your melon, okay? And then I'll take you to buy some real makeup, because I'm not feeling the clown paint you got on your mug right now. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. And then I'll take you to buy a new wardrobe, because you kind of wear that all the time. And, that's gross. I'm just saying. And then, last but not least, I'm gonna send you to the bestest fat farm in the world, as we can get your butt in shape. And if that doesn't work, there's always lipo. It's true. And then, when it's all said and done, we will officially bring you into My Pie Sexy, and you will be one of the beautiful people, not the hideous beast you are right now.
One of the least sincere apologies I have ever heard in an offer of sport ladyship. Well, there you have it, folks. This Sunday at Sacrifice for the Knockout. What? Hey, wait a minute, hey!
What was Angelina Love thinking with that kind of an apology to Awesome Kong? Is she nuts?
I'll tell you, speaking of nuts, who's this lost ball in high weeds screaming at Awesome Kong? What on earth is he thinking?
Well, that would be senior official Rudy Charles, who just got awesome bombed through the table by Kong.
Keyword is was senior official Rudy Charles.
Angelina Love backing up the ramp, but the realization is set in to the TNA Knockout Champion. That title could be hers for just 3 more days, because Awesome Kong gets a shot at that championship belt at Kong's former title, and Kong was never pinned this Sunday at Sacrifice.
Angelina Love's done it. She's gotten it.
Knockout Championship, it's at stake. It's on the line. Here's the video package.
Through your wrongdoings, you have awakened. Angry, she is stalking your every move. Hungry for your blood, wanting to rip you limb from limb. The title you took from her is no longer what she seeks. Angelina Love, you have upset the balance of nature. Now you must step inside and know where to hide. Stay on your guard and fight like you have never fought before, because you have incurred the wrath of Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong challenges Angelina Love for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship.
Yes, the opportunity for revenge as well as the opportunity to regain her title is up next for Awesome Kong as she squares off against Angelina Love with the knockout title at stake. And let's go to the knockouts tail of the tape to preview this matchup. The beautiful people's transformation of the knockout division culminated in the haircutting of Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong proceeded to eliminate Madison Rayne, Velvet Sky, and Cute Kip in stretcher matches, leaving Angelina Love without backup. And tonight at Sacrifice, it's the final step in Kong's plan of revenge. Not only does she finally get her hands on Angelina, she also has that chance to once again become knockout champion, a title belt that she has dominated since its inception.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest at TNA Sacrifices for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challenger. She is accompanied by Raisha Muhammad. She stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. She weighs 272 3/8 pounds. She is Awesome Kong.
No further need to carry that 8x10 picture of Angelina Love in hand, as Kong has been doing in recent weeks. She's just a couple of seconds away from finally getting her hands on Angelina. This after systematically eliminating the other members of the beautiful people, with Madison Rayne, Velvet Sky, and Cute Kip being sent out of here on stretchers.
Representing the beautiful people, she is the defending TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Angelina Love!
Well, Mike, today, this match is not going to be one on brawn. It's going to be one on brains. It's going to be a matter of outlasting the wrath of Kong. I mean, let's face it. Physically, when you look at him, it's a mismatch, obviously. But the bottom line is Angelina got that belt because she understands it's being in the right place at the right time. And yeah, she looks a little intimidated.
A little?
But in my mind, you want Kong to think you're intimidated. You want Kong to have that extra confidence. You want Kong to think she's going to come right in there, bam, 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 and it's going to be all over. I think it's great strategy. Play the mind game. Angelina knows she's going to take punishment. Angelina knows she's going to get hurt. But she also knows she's got the stamina and the brains to outlast Kong and keep that knockout championship.
Oh, you really have all the answers, don't you? You're saying that this look of fear on the face of the knockout champion, Angelina Love, is in essence mind games to try and get that near 300 pounds into the corner. Angelina, very fortunately for her, able to roll out of the way of Kong's path of wrath.
Absolutely. You let them burn themselves out. It reminds me of Zaire. Remember when George Foreman was such a beast? Ali had no chance. They said he was going to get killed. He was going to get killed. The bottom line was, when it was all said and done, Foreman had nothing left.
So this is what you would call apprehensive. Try up to the chest. Hear that echo reverberate. Oh, look at that spinning back fist. And I've got to give you at least some bit of credit there. That was Angelina setting up Kong so that the back fist went right into the steel post, and then she shoves her twice, repeatedly back into the steel, and then a third time as well, and that time Kong went in head first.
I'll tell you what, she took all that punishment to get her set up. You saw how she put herself right in front of that post. I mean, there she did. Now she's calling for a count out. She wants Slick Johnson to count. That's a smart move. Get it over right here.
She wants a cheap win by count out.
Take a win anyway you
so
get
that
one.
she can retain her title, but she didn't do enough damage to Kong. Here comes the challenger back in, but left herself wide open for that kick.
Man, we call that the Botox injection.
What do you mean we call that the Botox injection?
Well, we sit together at night and work on moves and figure out what we're going to call them, but Great move on her part, as you can see. Kong down, vulnerable, great spotted, another great shot. Angelina Love poured it on. I mean, look at this. The tide has turned, the momentum has turned.
Got to agree with you there, as Kong tries to get things rolling here, and Kong slowly makes her way back up, and now back up to her feet. And even though Angelina's driving in those boots, you can see that maybe she's having second thoughts about everything at this point.
All right, this wasn't part of the plan here.
How about this?
Actually, the ring post was pretty much supposed to end it.
Pretty much the beginning and the end of the plan. And that's pretty obvious here as Angelina rolls out and says that's enough. Oh, she could take a count-out loss here. Backing up the ramp right into Raisha Saeed.
This is not right. Why is Rihanna doing this? This is the hygiene. That's what it's for.
Raisha pulls up on the apron. Whenever Angelina goes
Hello everyone, welcome to Explosion!
The following Knockouts contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
MJ Jenkins. We've seen her in the past and now competing here on Explosion. Hello everyone. From ringside, Josh Matthews alongside Jeremy Borash. Another week on Explosion, another opportunity for you and I to just be professionals and get through it.
I've got no problem with that. I can do it.
Okay.
I have the issue. Well, let's not start. MJ.
Yeah, MJ Jenkins will be competing in singles competition here. She's from, she took a bus somewhere one time, this girl did, MJ did.
Gail Kim. She's a product of Gail Kim's keen eye for talent, and I dare say, great selection.
and her opponent, coming into the ring by the lone wolf, Davey Richards, Angelina Love.
The strangest duo, and they're married, in the history of Impact Wrestling. Just take it all in, folks.
What the
heck is that?
I have to ask you something, Josh, because there is a history between your wonderful wife, Madison Rayne,
yes,
and Angelina Love.
Yes,
What does Madison Rayne think of this, of what's become of Angelina
I don't know
Love?
what she does. She tries to just stay away from Angelina Love and doesn't really respond to text messages and just you know, how do you go from being friends with somebody and traveling the roads and then saying this?
Well, I dare say, just knowing Angelina Love, as long as I have, you have as well, I'm going to say, in a strange way, you have her history as one of the beautiful people, and this has been a, you know, men can come into your lives and change things, and vice versa, obviously. These two have had a combustible effect on each other.
Yeah, they've had a profound effect on each other, right?
There's Earl Ebner looking on in bewilderment. But I dare say that this is probably more Angelina Love than the beautiful people Angelina Love. If you look at her, everything from her tattoos to her music tastes, if you follow her on Instagram, you see how these two live. This is Angelina Love. And that's, well, quite honestly, it's a little scary.
Yeah, you know, when I first started seeing people like that, she's obsessed with that dark side of Hollywood. So that should kind of
take that back to the hotel.
Take it back to the hotel.
You got that right. Please.
MJ Jenkins, she's an athletic knockout.
What an athlete. And obviously doesn't match up to the experience of Angelina Love, but there are things that do overcome experience. Oh, wow, not bad.
Sometimes getting hit isn't always a bad thing. It can ignite something inside of you, but...
It did? Really?
Playbook with the claw marks.
Boy, what a feud that has been, and what a part Angelina Love has had in that feud. And really, she was if you think of the standout moment from when this all fell apart between the Wolves, to me it was when Angelina Love just turned and cold cocked Alicia right at ringside during their matchup, and what happened there was
it was when before the commercial break it continued. Angelina, I thought she was going to go for the cover, but none. About how low Davey's gone and who's brought who to what depths, and for them it's all new heights. For us, it's looking at the destruction of these two.
Well, that's what makes delusional people a little delusional. While we see it from one perspective, and we don't agree on much, Josh, but I agree with you on this. They have fallen to depths in terms of their. Well, outside the ring, but you can't argue with what's happened inside the ring. You can't argue with the fact that Davey Richards holds a victory over Eddie Edwards. The last man standing match was a huge moment in the lives of these two, Angelina Love and Davey Richards, for a number of reasons. And now they're looking to make a statement between the two of them. Big plans, I'm sure.
What she can to try to pick up a victory. Wow. How impressive was that?
You saw the collision. And the amount of force that Angelina Love came at MJ Jenkins. And both knockouts, a little stunned from that collision.
You can see Davey trying to cheer on Angelina. Despicable! You feel the energy in the impact zone between Angelina Love and Davey Richards and what it's doing to MJ.
Confidence in here from MJ Jenkins, and that's very impressive given the fact that very young in her career and is in there with a legitimate champion. Everywhere she's been in Angelina Love.
Yeah, you saw that quick drop toe hold by Angelina Love showing off her experience, and she's got MJ now down and out, and Angelina Love, she's been watching and training with her husband. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so if Angelina Love wants to show off her submission skills, she might be able to do so, or go out.
Look, I'm all for affection, but that takes it to a new level.
Stay on your side of the table.
I mean, to think that these two can't even be apart for a minute or two during a match. Ooh. Wow, MJ Jenkins
popped up on the apron, and Angelina fires away with a forearm right to the chest of MJ Jenkins, and a victory for Angelina Love.
Your winner of the match, Angelina Love.
Well, she's scary. That's one way to put her, and dangerous is another. A victory for Angelina Love. We wouldn't act like that.
No. I mean,
we have some decorum.
Right?
None being just here.
What if Earl had between...
That'd be disgusting. I don't even want to think